Humanity, I love you all with all my heart, with all my mind. This is Joey A. As you guys know, my videos are about love, infinity, creation, energy, because we're infinite love, infinite energy, infinite creation. This is a video, part of the series on freedoms, our freedoms. Earth's Constitution, us, the Republic of Planet Earth. The citizens of the Republic of Planet Earth, all human beings, all humans on Earth, we are citizens of the Republic of Planet Earth. We're the citizenry of the Republic of Planet Earth. This is exactly who we are. We are the human race. We're a benevolent species. We're a loving species. We're a love-based species, a heart-based species, a heartful species. This is who we are. Our nature is benevolence. We live to love and we love to live. Our primordial instinct is the human heartbeat. Without it, we wouldn't exist. And the highest energy of the human heart is love. So we live to love, you see. We create with the highest energy, the energy of the human heart. And this is exactly who we are. We are the human race. And today's video is about infinite freedoms. And what that means is part of our Constitution. So infinite freedoms is, as the word, the term suggests, we have an infinite number of freedoms. In the Constitution, there is around 50 plus, 51, 52, or 53 enshrined freedoms. But there is obviously a preamble there, which is infinite freedoms, which is we have already claimed all freedoms that we will eventually come to terms with as we develop and evolve as a species into the future. And why? Because our nature is infinity. We're infinite in nature. We are the infinite biology of creation. This is exactly who we are. We are the human race. We are the human race. And by being the human race, our nature is benevolence and infinity, because our creator is light spherical energy, infinite energy, consciousness and self-awareness at the scale of infinity. That created all the different scales of creation that as a byproduct created us as a result of their own existence and self-awareness and consciousness and love. The earth and the support systems and the love that the earth has for us created the conditions so we as a body can exist through our DNA and have oxygen and all the different elements that we use, water and the food sources. All foods have elements in them. Calcium, all sorts that are part of our daily intake. So we are that level of creation. And then, of course, we have the sun as well as creating the elements, the primordial elements, the building blocks of life that created the conditions on Earth in the first place. So the human race, the DNA, ascended to what it has become, which is the infinite biology of creation itself, us, the infinite creators. So this is our nature. Our electromagnetic field of creation is generated by the resonance of the human heartbeat, the pulse of life, the pulse of creation. And this beautiful electromagnetic field is spherical in nature, just like the electromagnetic field of the earth and the electromagnetic field of the sun and the galaxy and infinity itself. So it's us. We have that. And that is what allows us to be who we are, conscious and self-aware, and have the highest energy of creation at the biological scale, which is love. So we can create with a love. So we are infinite, you see. So as that, and we're free because we are infinite free will. We are infinite energy. We are infinite freedoms. This is who we are. So essentially, this video is about that. It's a video that essentially explains and determines and states, it declares as infinite freedoms as part of our Constitution. So meaning that there's an infinite number of freedoms that we have. And as we develop into infinity, as we have already done so far, we will find new freedoms, and freedoms that we're not necessarily aware of right now, that are outside our spectrum, but they will come to terms with us, and we would come to terms with it. And these freedoms will manifest just like our free will. And those freedoms have already been claimed. We have claimed them already. All freedoms, all future freedoms, everything that is not enshrined in the Constitution that has to do with our freedoms is already ours. So it's just as a statement, is there, it's a preamble, it's enshrined in our Constitution. And so we have infinite freedoms because we're infinite in nature. So there is an infinite number of freedoms that we will, as a species, discover and develop as we mature as light spherical beings who we are. Infinite energy, infinite love, infinite creation. And as we mature and become closer to infinity, closer to light, closer to energy at different scales of vibration and density, we will explore and understand these freedoms as well. And this is why I made sure that we have these in the Constitution, because it is important for us to come to terms with the fact that there is an infinite number of freedoms, and there will always be new freedoms that we will discover and explore and engage with as part of our race, who we are, infinite nature. So this video is exactly that. It's making sure that we all understand that we have infinite freedoms. It's beyond the scope of our Constitution. That's why this is being mentioned there. So we understand this. And our freedoms are sacred because we are sacred. We're infinite eternal creators. This is who we are. We're compass and sundials. We open our hearts, we open our minds, we open our hearts and stare at the sun and sync with infinity and create infinity through biology. We channel the energy of the sun of creation through us, through our actions. This is what we do with the energy of a love of a heart. So infinite creation, infinite energy, this is who we are. This is precisely who we are. Infinite energy of creation. And that's why we have infinite freedoms, because when you're infinite as we are in nature, because of our infinite DNA, the infinite eternal biology of infinity of our DNA, there will be an infinite number of explorations, an infinite number of evolutions, and an infinite number of discoveries through our self-discovery of our infinite nature, due to the most ancient species as being the epicenter of infinity itself here on Earth. The most ancient civilization, the most ancient planet, the most ancient species, the first species to rise to the evolutionary totem of infinite eternal creators because of our nature, who we are, our DNA, light spherical energy, our Father, the Creator, the Sun, at the astronomical scale, and our Mother, Mother Earth, the Earth, that created us in the first place through an infinite cycle of evolution that got us to this level, so we can be self-aware and conscious of who we are, our nature, as infinite creators. And this is exactly what this video is about. This video is exactly about that. It's our infinite freedoms. Our infinite freedoms. Because this is who we are. We're identity and true self. We are purpose. We are time and energy. We're action. We're why-how. We are flow. We are true north and destination as the primary elements that allows us to be who we are, the infinite DNA, the human race, here from the epicenter of infinity, planet Earth. So this is important because we're quite young in terms of infinite terms of time and energy. Even though we're infinite already, there's an infinite number of infinities ahead of us. And we are headed towards that, evolutionarily speaking. So this is why we will discover an infinite number of freedoms as we become less dense and we become closer to light in terms of energy and light spherical energy as we are, the light spherical beings that we are. As we start to love more and our love for ourselves and others and infinity itself becomes more obvious due to our self-awareness and consciousness and self-love, we will be able to reach higher levels of infinities. And these infinities and these singularities would have new freedoms that we are unaware of at this state of evolution. This is why we have decided as the Republic of Planet Earth to make sure that infinite freedoms are enshrined in our Constitution. Because we need to understand this, that we are infinite in all scales. And infinity is everything. It's endless, it's boundless. Is limitless, is forever, is eternal, is who we are, the creators at the biological scale, creation itself at the biological scale. This is who we are. We are the eternal creators. We're the human race. We're the infinite race. We're the human heart. We're the pulse of life, the pulse of creation. This is who we are. This is our nature. We are the most advanced, the most sophisticated evolutionary organism in existence. We're the human race. We're an amazing species. We love with the energy of a heart, which is the same love as the sun has for us by creating elements and sustaining us. The same love that the earth has by creating the elements that sustain us. And us, as ourselves, we also have our primary elements that sustain us. And this is who we are, compass and sundials, infinite eternal creators. Who we are, the human race. And infinite freedoms is part of who we are. We are infinite, and thus we have infinite freedoms. It just comes, they come together. So as our infinite free will and our infinite energy freedoms, we also have infinite freedoms beyond the scope of the Constitution. And as we develop and become a much more conscious and evolved species, our republic here on planet Earth and outside Earth's orbit, our lands and territories would also encounter these new freedoms as we move forward. So this is an amazing, amazing thing, who we are. You see, love is the highest energy of creation. And we are capable of doing that with the love of our hearts. And we create with the love of our hearts, the highest energy of creation. And we do this every day. And the sun does this every day as well. The love that he has for us with his fusion reaction. And the earth has the same nature and does the same with the love that he has for us. At its scale, so does the sun. And then the galaxy has its own love, at its own scale of understanding and creation that created everything in the first place in this galaxy. So this infinite number of stars and systems in this galaxy. And then beyond this galaxy, the infinite number of galaxies in this universe that we're part of. And the creation of love and consciousness and self-awareness that we all part of. As light spherical energy that we are, light spherical beings, the human race. So this is obviously a video to make sure that this is stated and is there for the annals of history, our infinite history, our eternal history, the human race, who we are. Humanity, I love you all with all my heart, with all my might. We live to love and we love to live. We're a benevolent species. This is who we are. It's our nature. We live to love and we love to live. Meaningful lives, purposeful lives, lives of meaning. Pursuit of happiness, happy lives, meaningful lives. You see, the purpose of life is a life of purpose. And this is what we do with our purposeful daily action. We manifest free will with our actions. Because this is who we are. We're the highest energy of creation on the biological scale. This is who we are. This is our nature. We are the biology of existence. We are space and vacuum together at the density of biology of the DNA. This is who we are. We're infinity itself. At the biological scale, we are the creator. At the biological scale, we are the creation. At the biological scale, this is who we are. Consciousness and self-awareness, infinite love, infinite energy, infinite creation. Who we are, the human race. Who we are, the human heart. The pulse of life, the pulse of creation. The infinite resonance of existence. Who we are, capable of creating with the love of our hearts the most beautiful creations at the biological scale of creation. And this is exactly who we are. We are the human heartbeat. This is who we are. Infinite energy, infinite love, infinite creation. Humanity, I love you all with all my heart, with all my might. Remember, we are infinite freedoms. This is who we are. Infinite energy, infinite creation, infinite love. So remember that. Our infinite freedoms. Forever. Infinitely. Eternally. Who we are, the human race. Love you all with all my heart, with all my might. Infinite freedoms. Forever, infinitely, eternally. Love you all with all my heart, with all my might.